Lean Kuya. I don't know how far in bracket this is, but it has to be getting close to the end. There aren't a whole lot of doubles teams, as far as I'm aware. Let's see if I can fix the score. I don't know why Kuya has the Komodo tag. He's definitely not Komodo. Komodo is teaming with Kujo, I think. Kujo entered this week. He's been like coming out to the tournaments and like playing friendlies, but not entering. At one point I talked to him and he was like, in a way, he was kind of like, if I'm not in the money and I'm entering every week, I'm losing so much money every week. So he like wants to play, but like he doesn't want to enter, which I can kind of understand. When you're like a poor college student, $8 a week, that can be kind of rough. Especially when you're not getting that Papa John's money. It's not about playing for money, because like he still wants to play. It's about like, in order to play, he has to spend money. Like you have to like, I don't know. Definitely, if you have any source of like any income at all, then $8 a week is basically nothing. But if you're like a poor college student who like is studying for tests all the time and don't have time to have like a part-time job, I can kind of see like going to occasional weekly and not going every single week. It always seems those like doubles games are really close, no matter who it is. Maybe our region's just pretty close like that, at least in doubles. It looks like Lean and Kuya are popping off. Goose. I don't know why his tag is Goose, but I approve of it. Oh, this got so much worse for Red Team. This is a really hard matchup for Game & Watch, but he manages to finish it off. I don't know how true that combo is, but it definitely comboed. Like he couldn't have like air dodged out or anything. Yeah, some of the karaoke people here are not so great. But I guess that's like supposed to be part of it, where like anyone can sing, stuff like that. Someone was singing the Monster Mash earlier, and it was kind of bad. I don't think any of the Smashers have gone and done karaoke yet, like in the history of us being at this venue. I've thought about it a couple times, but I couldn't think of a song. I think you have to pay for it too. I think it's like $1 or $2 or something to sing karaoke. Also, the line's probably fairly long. My ears. Is it really that bad? I wish there was some kind of push to talk. That would make this a lot less painful. Well, she stopped. Sometimes I wonder about this venue. Well, on Monday nights, the CCG2 has like board game night, and they also have FGC night. And while we were there, we were sharing the venue with the FGC people, and it was just not really doable. There's just no room. Like, it was like okay when we had like 15 people, but like definitely not sustainable. Plus, at the time, their AC was out, and it was kind of hot. I didn't care all that much, but apparently everyone else hated it. And Moses was all like the entire time like, "Don't worry, I'm looking for another venue." It's like, "Congratulations, I have found one. The one next door." Well, the thing I've been saying ever since Melee has not been at EVO is that's actually a good thing for Melee. Mostly because EVO consistently has been the worst run Melee tournament of the year, while also being the highest entrant one of the year. But the whole reason that people want EVO for Melee is because it's big exposure for Melee. It gets people into Melee. But this late in the game, I'm not sure how much EVO, because like EVO definitely saved Melee way back in the day. Because like FGC people, they're gonna like trash talk Smash like literally no matter what you do, no matter how good Smash is, it literally doesn't matter. They're gonna do it simply because they trash talk literally every game that isn't a fighting game. Every community, they hate everything. They hate each other too. Like literally all the fighting game like communities, they all hate each other. They're all trash talking their games in between each other. That's just what they're like. Like everyone hates on NRS, everyone hates on Street Fighter, mostly Street Fighter 5. All the like not big communities people make fun of for not having like as big of turnouts. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's like, I mean, for the most part, they didn't really interact with us at all. But definitely, like, we were in the venue when they announced that Melee wouldn't be at EVO, and they were just kind of like having a party, saying like, screw Melee and all that stuff, and it was like, bruh, we're standing right here. I was happy for Eunice, though. That game is like hella good, and it doesn't get a lot of exposure. And like because it was announced for EVO, a lot of people started playing it. Because they're like, we're going to be a real community now, everyone. That's another thing about the FGC, is even if they like a game, they won't play it just because it's not as popular. Falcon Game & Watch deserve to lose? Well, it looks like they're going to win. I haven't been really paying attention that much, but like, big disagree. I'm definitely a big advocate of playing the game that you like. Ignore Street Fighter 5. I played Street Fighter 5 for a while, and I kind of got into it at the beginning, but like over time, as I played like 100 and 200 hours of that game, I was like, I started seeing the flaws in the game and how much better games can be, like fighting games can be. Then I found Eunice, and I found Tekken, and I was like, these are the optimal games. I watched Game Watch fail, try to edgeguard Falco as his teammate gets peached. Yeah, Tekken's the big one right now. Although a lot of people are giving it a lot of crap because they just announced it. They're updating the training mode to have like frame data and like guides on punishment, but you have to pay $4 for it, those are kind of like basic features that a lot of other fighting games have, and you have to pay for them. But if you bought the Season 3 pass, it's included. And I had already bought the Season 3 pass, so I'm getting it for free. Or I guess I'm technically paying for it. It's just included in the cost of the Season Pass. That was really sick. The Game & Watch down tilt knee, that was pretty cool. Sam Show is good. I've definitely heard that from a lot of people. A lot of fighting game people like it because it's a very fundamental game. So if you play any sort of fighting game, you can pick up that game really fast. Like there's not really a lot of combos that you have to learn. And the neutral is apparently like pretty fair from what I've heard. O-tours who live on Art Kappa care what other people like to play. Yeah. But even that, like I'm on a lot of like FGC Facebook groups. I guess they're kind of meme groups, so you have to like take into account that those meme groups are not the FGC. They're just like a very small part of it. But definitely I've heard from like a lot of communities that like they just all trash talk each other. They really do. A lot of people trash talk fighters too for being like easier and like a lot of characters being similar. But in the most part, like the players who play it, they apparently all love it. Yeah, it's fun. And it's, you know, it's Dragon Ball. Very universal appeal as far as characters are concerned. I do think there are too many Goku characters though. Like they hit that threshold a long time ago. When they announced GT Goku, I was like, okay, like they've like embraced the meme. Like that's too much. When you can make more than like 2 full teams of Gokus. GT Goku, I heard he's really high tier. I don't know much about the balance of that game, but like I've definitely seen him a lot. Oh, this is such a bad position for Falcon to be in. When someone's holding ledge and there's a Falco edge guarding you. 1 Goku per season. They'd have less Gokus if they did that, and that'd be probably okay. Definitely there are a lot of like Dragon Ball characters I feel like they could have put in the game that they didn't. Power Pole Goku. 5 bits from Volcano Shed, taking the #1 spot. Let's see. Falco won that game. Falco is Spenstar, so they are up 2-1. DMV Goku from the episode where they learned to drive cars. Definitely Piccolo. DMV Piccolo with the hat. I'd be about that. Really? The hat? That's actually amazing. I don't know how much I like the Arc Systems lobbies, because every single one of their game has it, and they're all really weird. Like from what I remember, I don't think any of them have instant rematching. You have to go back to the lobby and then like go up to their avatar and re-challenge them. I hope they fix that for Guilty Gear and all their games onwards. They have a rematch, but you can't change teams. I really feel like lobby systems and rematching shouldn't be that hard to design, but so many fighting games mess it up. But I am not a video game designer. I don't know how hard it actually is. Yeah, pretty much everyone is saying like every dev should just use GGPO, especially now that it's super open source. Like literally on the like up for grabs for free. They're pretty much just like, here is the best possible netcode. Use it. Man, Falco's getting destroyed this game. But then he just got a pretty good stock right there. I don't know. Whenever I play doubles and there's a Falco, I just like hard focus him because he goes down so quick. Ross has been hanging on to that Peach stock for a really long time, and he's been getting a lot of mileage too. Peach is just so good in doubles. Oh, I thought he was going to make it back with the bomb. It's kind of weird how I think if Link was a higher percent, when he got hit by the bomb, he would have survived. Because normally you think characters, when they're off stage at higher percents, they're just more likely to die. But with Link, in that like very small situation where he's doing the bomb recovery, it's actually optimal to be at a higher percent, so you have a better chance of making it back. I don't know if this is, I think this might be winners finals, I think. Because I don't think we've been doing losers matches on stream, and I know for a fact it's a best of 5. I haven't been updating what round it is because I literally don't know what round this is. No one's been telling me anything. I think this match is pretty set in stone. Like, Kuya's gonna like stall for as long as he can, but I don't see him making any. Yeah, that's it. That's a set. 3-1.